Hi, water signs. Okay, so this is going to be your oracle reading for the end of August, beginning of September. So since energy is so fluid, you can really pertain this to the, like, right now to, till like through September when I do your next oracle. So really what we have going on here is some really great things. First of all, congratulations, Scorpios. You have made it through eclipse season. You have made it through being a fixed sign in some of the hardest karmatic waters, or should I say pre-karmatic waters, because it's the things that have occurred that the Judgment card and the flush of karma will be addressing in Virgo season. So like I keep saying in my readings, is the seed's been planted and now it's time for the trees to grow. It's harvesting season, okay? So particularly the fixed signs have struggled with this, but Virgo season brings in a lot of really great intellectual growth. Okay, so your Virgos are the people who you go to and they're very, very grounded, and they're typically the most intelligent sign in the entire zodiac, and they just know a lot about what is going on in the physical realm. So like your Pisces are your intuitive sign, and your Scorpios are kind of your magical sign. Those are the people that you go to when you're needing to really pull something out of you that's stuck or trapped within. But Virgo season is beautiful, beautiful for things coming into the physical. So what I mean by this is goal season. If you have been working towards something, this is the time that is going to arrive. I have this overwhelming feeling for water signs and all signs in general, but particularly you guys, since you're so emotional, you're so emotionally driven at times. I feel like this is a season for you to your eyes open up and everything that you've worked so hard on is back on track. Okay, it's on a new path. Things are just manifesting so quickly and so beautifully that you are finally reaping your rewards. You're finally getting everything that you've wanted out of particular situations. Okay, so that's good news. Lots of good things coming in Virgo season, water signs, okay? Awesome for you. So, and you're getting back on the right tracks, especially the signs who have struggled. Like Scorpios, they've really struggled energetically, and their energy is back on track. I mean, they're on fire right now. The other water signs are doing great as well, but the ones that were actually affected more harshly during eclipse seasons, they're back on track. So let's go ahead and jump into this because it's quite a bit to get through. So first of all, your first oracle cards are ancestors. I'm going to show them to you. And it says the love and legacy of your DNA, the cauldron, which is synergy and healing, but it also has a lot to do with change, and I'll get into that too. And then your two, now this is the base of your reading. This is the heart of your reading. Your two other cards are the apple, which is risk and reward, and barn brick, which is sweetness and energy. So okay, let's talk a little bit. So as far as the ancestors card, this is what this is telling me. And honestly, you guys, this is my very first oracle spread, and I'm like so excited to get it out to you because it's just that freaking good. So, and your ancestors, it says the love and legacy of our DNA. So basically what it's telling you is I feel like deep inside of you, there's a seed from every other culture, every other realm, every other life, every other spiritual beginning that you have had as a soul, okay? And it is letting you know that your ancestry and your path that you are on, the people who have passed away in your life, those people who have passed away, the cultural footprints, I should say, that follow to your, like, they follow through to how you were birthed, is a very magical path. Look into that, okay? Study your culture. Find someone in your lineage that is fascinating to you, because there are pieces of them all the way to you. And the more that you tap into that, you on the inside spiritually will grow even and bloom even more beautifully, okay? So there is something to be said for the love and legacy of your DNA. Investigate that, okay? You will find something there. Now, my absolute favorite card you guys got, so it's the Cauldron, and it's synergy and healing. Now, I always say this when I think of the cauldron. The same boil that hardens the egg softens the potato. So it's all about when you're under a lot of pressure, okay? What happens when food is under a lot of pressure, okay? What do we do to food? We cook it. Why do we cook it? We change it because then it becomes edible, okay? So the pressure that you've been in the past, and this is the recent past energy, the pressure that you've been in the past has boiled you, it has changed you, it has morphed you into a strong, centered, grounded human. You are on your center gravity and highest vibration right now because of this boiling hot water that you were thrown in during Leo season. And water signs, I'm telling you, this energy is fantastic. It is telling you the changes that you needed to make have occurred. You have risen from the fire. You were not broken and burned in the fire. You were made and born from the fire, okay? Now, third, you have the apple, which is risk and reward. So that's just saying going in the future with these new things that are manifesting, go ahead and outweigh risk and reward, outweigh the pros and cons, like take the steps that you need to. If it seems like it's a risk, like investigate it and take it. And at the same time, that's a balance. Don't risk too much, you know, don't give everything up for something and lose everything else, you know, just be very mindful of that. But particularly for Virgo season, I feel like the apple is telling you to take the risk, because if you took the risk, you're going to reap the reward. Excuse me. So then Barbara, I love this card too, okay? This card's really cool. So the history behind that is, I believe it's in the Irish community, but I could be wrong. But in the Irish culture, they make this bread and they hide little objects in it that are good luck. So particularly the women, this is how we see it in my culture. I'm Irish. I come from Irish descent. My grandfather came over on an actual boat with nuns from Ireland. So in our culture, okay, it was lucky for anyone who gets the hidden jewels that are baked into the bread, okay? If you got that slice, that means that your bread is filled with luck, as in the next bite that you're going to take, your life is enriched with a lot of luck, okay, that it's coming. But particularly for women who want to get married in the Irish culture, if you take a slice of this bread and you get, a lot of times they'll put an engagement ring or something like that, you know, some sort of ring in it. It means that you're the next one in line to be married or whatever. So it can also kind of mean something like that too. But in this reading, I feel as though it means bake the luck in your life. And one day you'll cut the right slice at the right time and the jewel will be there. So all of this is just about like hidden lucky charms, you know, hidden luck, you know, the beauty of uncovering mystery that you have within yourself and externally. And it's just going to lead to a lot of success and a lot of great things. So in the rest of your spread, I did the oracle, the goddess oracles, and you have, I'm just going to give you a few of the cards. You have boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. Inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, appreciating your divinity. Fertility. It is perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. And I think all four of these blend together great. It's basically just telling you, take care of you on the inside, take care of your strongest foundation around you. This is the time. I keep saying this. This is the end of Leo season, okay? This is the beginning of Virgo season. This is the time to embark on new journeys and new adventures, and this is the time for them to become very successful. So do not have doubts, okay? It's you right here. It is telling you, you are in all four quarters of your energy. So like your heart, your mind, your soul, and in the physical, you are in tune, okay? So that's really great. And then in the future, you have The arts, express yourself through creative activities. Focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. And then inner wisdom, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So again, I mean, you're on the right track. You're in your creative energy. Maybe I feel like going back and kind of checking the ancestry stuff might bring out something that you're really interested in creatively that could spark some kind of new hobby or something that can be really beneficial to your spirit. And it's just like, keep on your A game, you know, keep being strong and successful in the person that you really are. Okay. And then the outcome I drew from my regular tarot deck, and it's the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Death card, and the Page of Cups, which is kind of like Cupid's arrow. So I feel like you are leaving Leo season behind. There's no longer any conflict in your heart and soul. You are so in tune with who you're really meant to be, you guys, that it is like unwavering beauty. But in that struggle, from that transition, this time right here, right now, in the present moment, when you're transitioning, there are some things that you had to finally end. Okay, there are some cycles that you had to let go. And for some reason, I keep feeling like in this particular situation, it's not a relationship, it's a belief. It's a limiting belief that you have put on yourself, like, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I can't do that, my past is too dark, I've been hurt too many times. Like that cycle, those limiting beliefs, those things, those traumas from your past, they're over. Okay, they're over, because Cupid's arrow is coming in. Self-love, some new love, someone new, someone fresh, like the very spark beginning of something beautiful. And I don't know necessarily that it's a relationship, but it's the very beginning of something super loving. Okay, so you guys are just looking great, water signs. I am so hoping that my fire and air and earth signs are this good, because this just could not get any better for you. You're just very strong in your energy, and I think Virgo season is going to be magnificent for you, and I'm so excited. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your oracle. If you need a personal, hit me up. All of my information is in the description box, and I will be back for September readings of all 12 signs the very first week in September. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.